committee has started meeting, but what's the way out? Because it would seem that that's a demand from the Wike camp. Do you think that the national chairman should go?
Excuse me. You see, this party, like all other parties in Nigeria, has got its own constitution, its own, norms, its own guidelines. And if you look at the procedure of producing candidate in Nigeria under the PDP, right from the councillorship to the chairmanship, to the member House of Assembly, the governor, National Assembly, there are specified rules and regulations. And it is the congresses at the world level which will produce these officers. And in those congresses, people contest for councillorship. Some win, some lose. The same thing with chairmanship. One will win, others will lose. The same thing with governorship. So what is the big deal about this issue about, convention and the Wike? Which Wike? I mean, what is the issue? To me, who offended Wike? Who offended him? This is what, I mean, what is the problem? What is the issue? There is no issue there. There was a convention of the party, in Abuja, where Atiku emerged as the candidate, and the Wike, by his own testimony, saying, it was credible, it was transparent, it was okay. So what's the big deal here? What is the problem here? Who offended who there? I want to know first, because before you talk about division, I want to know why I bring Wike as an issue here. Why is Wike an issue here? I want to know.
You don't think that Wike is an issue? I feel the presidential candidate of your party thinks it's an issue, and that's why he's agreed to set up a committee to sort this out. But then, what are the dangers of going into the 2023 election for your party without this reconciliation?
Now, listen, get this very, very clear. Those who met are simply well-wishers. Those who met are not, somebody from the party or from the candidate. They are well-wishers of both Atiku and Wike. That's all. I mean, those who went there were there on behalf of PDP. They are not. Now they are there on behalf of anybody. They are simply well-wishers. And so the convention produced a candidate who won the primaries. All right? Now, if there's any offense, it is the convention which offended Wike, not Atiku, not anybody, not party chairman. It is the convention. Now, if you say now the convention which produced you as a governor on 2 occasions, which produced also his current candidate for governorship and other places in River State, then it means there's a problem. So the issue, what are the issues? Nobody has been offended by anybody. It is the function of the Congress and the convention to produce candidates, and they've done so. Why are you keep on talking about Wike? I want to know really.
Are you saying that the presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, did not set up a committee in tandem with Wike's camp to reach a settlement?
To get this straight, there are people who are well-wishers, who want to make sure that there is peace in PDP. They're not there for PDP or for anybody. They're simply there for Atiku as a person, not as candidate of the party. To make sure they know if there's anything between the two, then they should request, but then they are not there on behalf of PDP. Similarly, Wike is a PDP man. All right? You can simply get out of the PDP and say, I want to reconcile. Reconcile with who? Who offended who? How?
Well, then but are you not concerned about the numbers in Rivers State, the voting population in Rivers State? Let's say that this reconciliation process doesn't go through. Are you worried about what this would mean for your party if your party cannot win in Rivers State? Or are you confident that Governor Nyesom Wike will not leave the party or work against the party?
Jerry, with all respect to you, you see, Wike is an individual. I don't think, because the governor there has total monopoly and control over Rivers. He hasn't got it. He's only speaking because he's a bluff. Rivers people are people who are also in their own right in PDP, in their own right. They are there in 1999 when he joined. They are there when he was the council chairman. So they've been there with him. Therefore, he can simply, because he's not a governor, appropriate the authority, he's going to be their emperor. It can't work. Out of us, I mean, look, go to Akwa Ibom. Go to Akwa Ibom. There's a governor there. Go to any other state. There is a Wike in every part of Nigeria who are governors. Everywhere there's a governor, there's a Wike. Therefore, if the office of the governor talking fair enough, but then those personalities, are so much sure they know there are something they will not say. So, please leave Wike alone. He has the right to do whatever he wants. He can give order on people. If the people in Rivers are enslaved to him, they are his own slave. And therefore, he can control. Fair enough, he's the emperor. Let him give the order. But then you see, right now, if you go to Rivers, there are 13 candidates for the governorship in Rivers State. And it was Wike who imposed the current candidate. And nobody questioned that. The other are there screaming, complaining. But then he said, look, I saw you on TV the way he was talking, and I felt a little bit worried the way he was talking because he was too bombastic. I will not allow this. I will not allow this. Which one will not allow? This country called Nigeria is not for one individual, It's a country which was founded, on some principles, and the PDP stands for something uniquely different from other political parties. And it is producing a form of president, about 3 former president. How many governors? I mean, in the next 8 months, we are going to be in the same political dustbin like me. In the same political dustbin of former governors.
Your
What do you feel
Excellency.
about it?